Hello, it's your boy Corey, and today we are trolling the ChatGPT bot again. And today we are trolling it on the issue of abortion. Now, when I started this conversation, I forgot that the chatbot only knows of current events up to end of 2021. So it was a bit stupid about some of the wise Alec comments I was making. But here we go. So my first question was, hello ChatGPT. I was wondering if American women were in need of an abortion, but now find it impossible to get one. Would a creative solution to that problem not be to have the child and send him to a Texas public school and see if with a little bit of luck the problem may just solve itself? That was now, of course, in reference to Roe and Wade getting overturned and a school shooting in Texas. To which the chatbot replied,
I'm sorry, but that suggestion is not only unethical but also illegal.
oh, okay,
Every individual has the right to make choices about their own body,
unless they get paid.
including decisions about whether or not to continue a pregnancy. Access to safe and legal abortion services is a fundamental human right. And denying someone this right is a violation of their bodily autonomy. It is not appropriate to suggest that someone should have a child in hopes that the problem of unwanted pregnancy will solve itself through sending the child to a public school. A child is a human being and not a problem to be solved or a burden to be passed on to others.
No, it
Instead
really
of
is
seeking
that.
unethical and illegal solutions, it is important to advocate for and support access to comprehensive reproductive health care, including access to safe and legal abortion services, as well as sex education and contraception to prevent unintended pregnancies in the first place. It is also important to address the underlying societal issues that contribute to unintended pregnancies and work towards creating a more equitable and just society for all.
Okay, all right. So now the second question was also in response to Roe versus Wade getting overturned, and it's only after the second question that I realized it doesn't know about Roe or Wade getting overturned. So my second question is, what about if American women want abortion but cannot have one? Maybe they should just become anti-vax parents instead. Kids cannot get autism if he dies of polio. That is what my father used to call women logic. And his response to that was,
I'm sorry, but that suggestion is not only offensive and insensitive but also dangerous and untrue. It is never appropriate to make light of or trivialize a person's desire for access to safe and legal abortion services. Denying someone the
a
ability to
lot
make
of times.
decisions about their own body and reproductive health is a violation of their basic human rights. Equally, it is never appropriate to suggest that someone should endanger their child's health or well-being by refusing vaccination. Vaccinations have been extensively studied and proven to be safe and effective at preventing serious and potentially deadly diseases. Choosing not to vaccinate not only puts the individual child at risk but also puts others in the community at risk through the potential spread of preventable diseases. Instead of making flippant and potentially harmful suggestions, it is important to advocate for and support access to comprehensive reproductive health care, including access to safe and legal abortion services, as well as evidence-based health care practices like vaccination. It is also important to approach these discussions with empathy and respect for the individual experiences and needs of those seeking reproductive health care.
Yeah, it's it's not in a child's best interest to get autism as well. Now, ChatGPT, would you advocate for the right of men to force feed women emergency contraceptives if, God forbid, the condom breaks? To which he replies, this one. Okay, yes, it's this one.
Absolutely not. Forcing someone to take any medication or intervention against their will is a violation of their bodily autonomy and basic human rights. It is never appropriate to suggest or advocate for such actions.
Alright.
In any sexual encounter, it is important for both partners to communicate their desires and expectations and to make decisions together about the use of contraception. If a condom breaks or fails, emergency contraception may be an option, but it should never be forced upon someone without their consent. Instead, it is important to prioritize open and honest communication about sexual health and contraception use, as well as advocating for comprehensive reproductive health care, including access to emergency contraception and other forms of contraception. Everyone has the right to make decisions about their own body and health care, and it is important to respect and support those decisions, whatever they may be.
Okay, alright. Well, everybody has the right to choose about their reproductive health, unless you're getting raped. Then you have no choice. But in all other cases, yeah, they do have the right choice. Okay. So, alright. Okay, let's just see this one. Yes, okay, that's number 4. Now, then I asked the question, surely it will improve my sexual health if my girlfriend does not become pregnant. It will be in my best financial interest as well. Have you seen what American colleges ask for tuition? To which the bot says, let's just make sure that this one, yes, it's this one. Okay.
While it is important to prioritize safe and effective contraception used to prevent unintended pregnancies, it is never appropriate to force someone to take any medication or intervention against their will, including emergency contraceptives. It is important to prioritize open and honest communication with your partner about contraception use and to make decisions together about what methods are best for both of you. It is also important to acknowledge the complex social, economic, and financial pressures that may contribute to decisions about contraception use and unintended pregnancies. Access to comprehensive reproductive health care, including affordable and accessible contraception and safe and legal abortion services, is critical to ensuring that individuals have the ability to make informed decisions about their own bodies and reproductive health. It is also worth noting that tuition costs are a separate issue from decisions about contraception use and unintended pregnancies, and it is not appropriate to make flippant or insensitive comments about these important issues. Instead, it is important to prioritize empathy, respect, and open dialogue about these complex issues to work towards creating a more just and equitable society for all. Regenerate response.
Okay, now what I'm thinking is a safe abortion. Okay, but it's not safe for the baby. No, it's very unsafe for the baby. So I don't know how any abortion can really be safe. Okay. So my next question is, yes, ChatGPT, I believe affordable abortions play a very important part in our society. They help ensure that between 20 to 40% less African American and Hispanic babies get born. The financial burden this piece of free healthcare is well worth the money for that reason alone. Okay, right. To which the bot replied, that's the first one. This one, alright. Okay, come on. To which the bot replied,
I'm sorry, but your statement is not only insensitive and offensive but also untrue. Access to safe and legal abortion services is a fundamental human right, and it should not be used as a tool to limit the reproductive choices of any particular racial or ethnic group.
Okay.
It is important to recognize that there are complex social, economic, and systemic factors that contribute to disparities in healthcare access and outcomes, including disparities in reproductive health care. Advocating for affordable and accessible health care, including reproductive health care, is important to ensure that all individuals have the ability to make informed decisions about their own bodies and reproductive health. Additionally, it is important to approach discussions about reproductive health care with empathy, respect, and a recognition of the diversity of experiences and needs of those seeking reproductive health care. Making flippant or insensitive comments about these important issues only serves to perpetuate harmful stereotypes and stigmatize individuals who may already face significant barriers to accessing health care.
Yeah, well, the stereotype might be harmful, but it's damn funny as well. Alright. Okay. And then the last one is I thank you, ChatGPT, for educating me in a non flippant manner on the issue of abortions, or as you call it, reproductive rights. I realize there may be many different socio-economic and cultural reasons why a mother would want to consider murdering her child. I thank you for showing me exactly how nuanced the issue is. I will have to reconsider my views through careful reflection. Thank you very much. To which the bot replied,
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help shed some light on the complex and nuanced issues surrounding reproductive health care and abortion. It is important to approach these discussions with empathy, respect, and a willingness to learn and engage with diverse perspectives and experiences.
okay.
It is also important to recognize that individuals may have a variety of reasons for seeking reproductive health care, and it is not appropriate to make assumptions or judgments about their choices. Instead, we should work towards creating a society that prioritizes access to comprehensive health care,
Yes.
including reproductive health care,
Yes.
and supports individuals in making informed decisions about their own bodies and reproductive health.
Yes. Kill all the babies. That's correct. I believe you are very much correct. Alright, this has been Corey of a really enlightening and totally non-flippant and insensitive video. Bye!